Speed cameras, radar speed cameras on the side of the road. Are they a safety initiative or a cash cow? I have my thoughts.
You're not seeing any accident data or low accident data, but yet hundreds of thousands of dollars of ticket revenue. That I think in most people's mind is a fishing hole.
Alberta, they're going to stop speed cameras. They're getting rid of some of them, hopefully all of them. So Alberta is looking to stop the cameras on big, wide roads, I believe, and ring roads. So let's listen to a police guy on 640 radio. He might be able to explain a little bit more about what's going on and whether he thinks it's going to be a good idea or a bad idea.
Well, he's referring to certain provincial roads as opposed to municipal roads. Where we use them is exactly in the way that they're going to be using them where schools and high-risk areas are, and that's very effective for slowing people down in the right area. We're not putting them on every road, but in proximity to schools and parks and places where people are getting hurt, and it makes sense to have it.
So this is where I disagree with the police. I think that these cameras, they catch you after you've done the speeding, not while you're speeding. So they'll catch the car after it's done the speeding, and then weeks later, you get a letter saying, "Oh, you were speeding."
Well, that's where one couple was actually killed last year or the year before. It's an unfortunate location that we're seeing a lot of people driving at a high rate of speed, and ultimately we need to slow people down.
They're not going to change drivers' behaviour. They're just there to cash in on catching people speeding. Doesn't matter who they don't care who the driver is. They just want the money for the speeding.
Ideally, a police officer is always going to be the best method, because that means you're going to get demerit points, and eventually you're going to lose your license for that kind of behavior. The problem is we can't put a police officer there 24 hours a day, and we are seeing a problem in that area 24 hours a day.
Like I said, it's not stopping people from speeding because they're still speeding, because they don't know it's there. There's nobody stopping them to say, hey, or just give them a warning if they're a few kilometres over. It's just ticket or no ticket. A few weeks later, nobody learns a lesson from it. Back in the day, you used to have a cop would stop you and say, hey, you're a few kilometres over, I'm going to let you go with a warning. There's none of that anymore. There's no police at the side of the road educating people.
I agree with you there. I was just in May, I was in London and traveled to UK and Ireland, and their photo radar cameras, as well as Australia's, actually do give points to the registered owner. And if you want to hand over those points to the friend who's actually driving, you get to go and fess up and say, I lent my car to Bob. And Bob gets points instead. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, they also have cameras that do long range, so if you drive over a particular distance, they'll take your photo as you enter the area. It's a speed zone. As you exit the area, you get another one. So if your average speed goes over a certain percentage or number, you'll get a ticket. And I like these areas. I think we should have more photo radar, because we have far too many people who are choosing to put lives at risk by exceeding the speed limit. Like, even these cameras, they don't go over when you do a kilometer over. There's a percentage, whether it be 10% or whatnot, I don't know. But you have to be going more than a little.
We're at that point in the video. What do you think? Cash cow or safety? Just leave us a comment. Until next time. Cheers, guys.